Hi, Smarties. Here with your math lesson for today, for Monday. It's a fun one. We kind of get to combine math and art today. So, before we get started, let's warm up our brains for math. Here we go. We're going to do subtraction. I have subtraction. So think about what that means, which way you're going on a number line. Okay, taking away. Here we are. I'm going to start with you. Try to trick you right off the bat. You had 3 cookies. You ate 3 cookies. How many are left? 0. 3. 1. Another one of those. 0. And, ooh, this is a double. 6. All right. So, we have been working in topic 14, which was all about shapes, 2D shapes and their attributes or characteristics. What makes a shape a shape? So I want you to think about that for a second since it's Monday. We had a little break, okay? What makes a shape, a 2D shape, a plane shape, a shape? Okay? It has to be closed. Okay, it has to be closed. There can't be any gates open, like I say. There can't be any holes where anything can escape. So it has to be closed. Okay, it has to have straight sides. It can also have curved sides, but again, they have to be closed. And then vertices, and like obviously a circle that has curved sides and not straight sides has 0 vertices, but you would say 0 vertices. Okay, so color, remember, color, that's not an attribute, that's a non-defining attribute. Size doesn't matter. You can have a small circle, you can have a big circle, okay, and the position of it can, for like let's say a square, okay, it can be straight or it can be tilted, okay, so those are non-defining attributes, but straight sides, vertices, and closed, those are all defining attributes. So, last week in 14.4, okay, you used shapes to make other shapes. Okay, in 14.5, for today, our lesson is, our I can statement is, I can use shapes, okay, oops, wrong one. Oh no, we're right. So I can use shapes to make pictures. Okay, so you're using shapes and you're combining them with other shapes to make a picture now. So we've done this in the classroom with our pattern blocks. When you guys make sunflowers, beehives, some of you make monsters, trucks. You've done this before. You just didn't know what you were doing. So, now we're putting it all together. So this is a fun one today. That is what you're doing today. You are literally taking shapes and you are combining them with other shapes to make a picture. But I'm going to tell you what that picture is going to be. You are going to make a tree house. Okay, I have an example for you so you know what I'm talking about, but you're going to use a triangle, a circle, a square, a rectangle, a trapezoid, a diamond, an oval, a hexagon. You can even use pentagons if you know what a pentagon, I'll add that one in here. Okay, a pentagon, but you can also make a pentagon using 2 shapes put together. And if you have a straight side, I happen to have a ruler, but if you have like a straight side, like a book, okay, or a piece of paper, or something that has a straight side, I want you to do your best at not freehanding these, meaning not just drawing them, but using a straight side to do like a rectangle. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Super excited about this. Like I said, we're combining art today with math. So, this is my example. It's not complete, but I wanted to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so we call these geometric because this is geometry. When we're doing shapes, it's called, the fancy word of is called geometry, working with shapes and angles and lines and all of that fun stuff. But you are going to create a treehouse. Now, excuse the shapes. I drew those on there so you could have an idea of what shapes you can use. But I want you to kind of like erase those and look at my treehouse. So I did a line across the bottom, a straight line with my ruler, and it's a rectangle for my ground because I don't want a floating treehouse. And then I started off with my treehouse, okay? With my ruler, I did a rectangle as my trunk of my tree. And then what I did is I did little mini rectangles on my trunk as a ladder. Like I am saying, like that's like the wood that you can put on the tree to climb up, okay? You don't have to use a ladder. You could do a rope ladder over here that was hanging. You could be creative. Don't just copy my tree house. You can take ideas from it, but be creative. You can see down here I used another rectangle and little skinny rectangles, again size, okay, as long as they're closed, and a circle for a flower. I used a circle, okay, I did the bottom of a cap to like a water bottle for my circle, and then I did straight lines with the ruler for my sun. I did a square and a square doorknob for my door, and I did a trapezoid up top for the sign that says no boys. Just kind of fun. Then I did a long rectangle here, and I was doing ovals for leaves, so you can have branches coming out to make it look like a tree. Then I added a rope swing. Again, a rectangle, long rectangle, doesn't matter size as long as it's closed, and then 2 circles to make it a tire swing. You don't have to do a tire swing. You can do a little rectangle to make it like a swing you sit on. I've had friends in the past do a slide coming down. I've had friends do like a little playhouse on the ground or a sandbox. You can see my bird. He's a little close to my tree house. I drew the bird first before I did my tree house. So do your tree house first and then do your birds up. But I did the bird. You can see out of a diamond. And then the triangles for wings, the circle for the head, and a triangle for the beak. So all of these are shapes. Okay? Shapes. I'm combining the shapes together to make a picture. Now, when you are all done, I would like you to color it. And this is the one thing that I would like your either parent or grandparent or whoever to take a picture and send it to me so I can see all of your creations that you did. So, I drew the shapes on the bottom for you to kind of see what kind of shapes you can use. You can pause this so you have something to refer to, but you can use a triangle, you can use a circle, a square, a rectangle, a trapezoid, a diamond, an oval, a hexagon, and this is a pentagon. A pentagon is 5 sides. But you can always make a pentagon by doing a triangle and then a square. Okay, that's a pentagon. So, have fun with this. Okay, please do your best to use a straight edge. Okay, it's gonna take more time. Okay, it took me more time as opposed to just drawing this, but you can see the difference between doing me freehanding it, which I would have curved, I wouldn't have very straight, it'd be squiggles, okay, and me using a straight edge. So, because remember, shapes, straight lines that connect, okay, closed, or, circles that have the curved ones that are closed. So, have fun with this. Like I gave you some other ideas. If you want to do a roof, you can do windows in there. I said friends have done slides in the past. You can do clouds, circles, putting them together. Trying to think of what else you could do. Like I said, flowers. You could do another little tree, a sandbox, different kinds of swings. You could do a rope ladder to get up, or like a bucket that you can drop down and lift up to have like things put in it. So have fun with it. Be creative. And then when you're all done with it, make sure you color it. but color it lightly. I wouldn't use marker. I would use colored pencil or crayons if you have them. The box of crayons that I got you guys, you can always use those. And color it lightly so I can see your shapes. I'm really going to be looking for your shapes that you are working with to create your picture of a tree house. So, have fun. This is your lesson for today. Like I said, your I can statement is I can use shapes and put them together to create a picture. So that is 14.5. So have fun with this math lesson today, and I will be back in a little bit with your science lesson. If you want to, go ahead and you can pause this. I'll move my finger so you can see. You can pause it so you can have it on the screen to refer to. Bye for now, Smarties.